Hello everyone, my name is Priya Singh Range. I'm an assistant professor at the LJ Institute of Physiotherapy. In my previous video, we had discussed about extension services that are being used for community-based rehabilitation. As an extension of the previous video, today we'll be talking about the mobile health units or MHUs or mobile medical vans or mobile medical units. And today we'll be discussing about what these mobile units are, what is the aim of developing such a kind of service, what is the need of such a service, what the mobile units consist of, what are the objectives of mobile units, what are the different types of mobile units, what are the advantages of this kind of service, and what are the limitations of this service. So, mobile health units are also known as mobile medical units or MMUs. They are also called mobile medical vans or mobile health vans. Mobile medical units is one of the means by which medical or physiotherapy services can be given regularly free of cost at the community level by a traveling vehicle. You would have seen this in your surroundings as well, that we have certain kinds of vehicles, large vehicles like trucks or trailers or recreational vehicles, which come to our local areas, the residential areas more commonly, and they provide medical services or physiotherapy services. That is what mobile medical unit is. The aim of starting such a kind of service is to reach the area where there is no rehabilitation facility. So we are trying to get rehabilitation to a place which is inaccessible, where the medical services are unavailable. So we are trying to go into the community, to the remote areas, so the people can get maximum benefit of these services, and we can give services to the people who really need them. These kind of services are usually organized by government organizations or non-government organizations, and many a times by some teaching institutes like medical colleges or nursing colleges or physiotherapy colleges. What is the need of such units? When we see the Indian population, around 60% of the Indian rural population lives below the poverty line, and they do not have any access to basic health care. By using mobile medical units, we are trying to provide easy and affordable services to this population, to this rural population which is below the poverty line and which cannot avail the healthcare services from any place else. The mobile medical unit consists of a doctor, a nurse, a radiologist, a lab technician, a pharmacist, and a driver. This we are talking about a mobile medical unit. A physiotherapy mobile unit will consist of a rehabilitation team which comprises of a skilled physiotherapist, an occupational therapist, a vocational therapist, and the services that are usually provided are using electrotherapy modalities, and we also use certain kinds of assessment forms, some treatment sheets, prescription sheets, etc. The objective behind the establishment of this mobile medical unit is to provide primary healthcare service and also to create awareness about the different health related issues. When we talk about remote areas, in these areas the population that is residing may not be that educated, they may not be literate, and also they may not have basic facilities of media and communication like TV, radio, newspapers, etc. And so these people are not quite aware about what are the different healthcare services that are being provided by the government, and if they know, they do not know how to avail these services. So by means of mobile medical units, we can create awareness about the different schemes that are available, we can create awareness about the different health related issues, and also we can distribute medicines, we can distribute physiotherapy services which are helpful in order to improve the health of the patient. So ultimately what we are trying to do is health promotion and preventive activities using these mobile medical units. The different facilities that are available in a mobile health unit are checkup and treatment of general diseases like fever, cough, etc. Testing of different diseases like malaria can be performed. Basic pathology related tests like testing for the hemoglobin levels, glucose levels, cholesterol levels can be done. Medicines can be distributed. These mobile medical units can be linked with national health programs, and they can be used for immunization, for TB, blindness control, village sanitation, and folic supplement distribution, for improving school health, for creating HIV awareness, etc. Also, we can provide physiotherapy services, and we can use this for education and awareness, like we already discussed. What are the different types of mobile units? Mobile units can use different kinds of vehicles like a recreational vehicle, a truck, a passenger van, a bus, a customized or a custom designed vehicle can also be used. In order to perform a service like this, in order to perform a service like a mobile medical unit, we need to market the service, because when we are going with a mobile medical unit, if the surrounding population doesn't know that we are going to come, the people are not going to come to avail the services. So marketing forms a very important part of this mobile medical unit, and this marketing can be done using mouth to mouth publicity awareness. You can just send one representative on the previous day to the village or to the remote area where you're going to provide the service, and that person can talk to whosoever the head of that community is, and then the head of the community spreads the message about the mobile medical unit to the different members of the community. So that is a way of mouth to mouth publicity. You can also distribute pamphlets, advertisements, posters, etc., but that has a limitation, because these pamphlets, advertisements, etc., will only be used by people who are literate, who are educated, and the people who are illiterate may not even know about the mobile medical unit. So that is why when we are performing any kind of marketing, it is better to use something that is a visual aid or an auditory aid, and the best is a mouth to mouth publicity. Other forms that can be used are radio broadcasting, or you can use some kind of radio signals in order to send. You can use some kind of speakers in the marketplace where the people are accumulated more often, so that more number of people can get to know about this. You can also give ads in different media like radio, TV, social media, etc. You can have newsletters being published for it, or brochures published for it. You can even hire a marketing department in order to do the marketing services for you. The advantages of using a mobile medical unit are that treatment can be given on a regular basis, just like it is given in hospitals. Like in hospitals, you have people coming on regular days at the OPD. So if you're consulting some person, if you're consulting some particular doctor, you can go to the doctor on, say, Monday and Thursday, or you can go on every Monday. In the same way, a mobile medical unit can also provide regular treatment. The mobile unit can go on every Monday, or it can go on once a week, or it can go twice a week, or it can go once a fortnight. So in that manner, regular treatment can be provided using the mobile medical unit. Also, it is beneficial because not all the primary health centers are going to have physiotherapists who can provide physiotherapy services. They are not going to have all the different electrotherapy modalities. So a mobile medical unit is helpful there, because when you're going to such a remote area, you can give those services to the patient. It is also helpful for the people who cannot travel to the centers. Even if in an area you have a PHC or you have a community health center, but if someone is not able to get out of the house, then how are you going to give services to them? Okay, so for that kind of person, mobile medical units are a benefit, because you can go to that place, you can go to the house of that person, and you can give them services there. Also, a large target group can be created, and you can treat more number of patients, because you are going to them and you are publicizing about them. So maximum number of patients know, and since the traveling distance has been reduced, you can treat more patients. There are also certain limitations to the use of mobile medical units, because it is not appropriate during the acute stage of illness. During the acute stage of illness, you require more of medical facilities or medical technologies which may not be available in a mobile medical unit. For patients during the acute stage of illness, it is always convenient for them to transport to a hospital. Also, mobile units are expensive because there is an added expense of the different technologies you are using, the different resources that you need to utilize for the patients. There is an added expense of the vehicle itself, of the traveling expense, etc. Hence, that increases the total expense of the mobile medical unit. Also, it is time consuming, and there is a lack of fund because you need to travel to that place and you need to come back to where you went from. So that traveling takes a lot of time, and hence it is time consuming. Also, there is a lack of financial support for these kind of services. There is a lack of manpower because not everyone would be ready to do this every day for the entire life. So there is a lack of manpower. All rehabilitation treatment may not be provided because it is not possible. There is not much time, there are not many resources that are available, so you can only provide limited number of treatments. There is insufficient space. Usually a parking issue is seen because parking of such a large vehicle is quite inconvenient to many people, and also there is not that much of space, so insufficient space again becomes a limitation. Also, community access becomes limited because when you're going to a remote area, you can treat only the patients who are living in the surrounding and not people who come from outside that remote area. So community access becomes a problem. You can treat only people from a limited area, you cannot treat people from a larger area, so that community access also becomes a limitation. So, when we talk about mobile medical units, they provide excellent opportunity for the people residing in rural and inaccessible areas in order to avail healthcare facilities. And every government should try to make efforts towards development of these services to improve the socio-economic state of any country. Overall, mobile medical units is a service that should be used by each and every country, because when we talk about a developing country in particular, it becomes very difficult for any country to establish these many infrastructures or these many healthcare facilities in a short span of time. So during that process of development of infrastructure, you can utilize these mobile medical units in order to provide healthcare services, so that it just becomes a stopgap measure. You can provide these services until you get a better infrastructure in order to provide the service. So overall, we can say that mobile medical units are quite helpful in the CBR process. So that is the end of the extension services and mobile medical units. I hope I was able to provide you good information about this. Thank you.